So, yesterday morning, I watched the Ghost in the Shell movie with one of my old coworkers. And, originally I wasn't going to see this movie because I was like, I don't want to spend like $15 on a ticket for like a Ghost in the Shell movie I know I'm not going to like. I mean, the original is going to be better. The anime is better. What the fuck am I going to be watching this for? And, let me just make this clear. I don't really give a fuck about, characters being portrayed by white people. I mean, honestly, it's American version. If Japan makes a Japanese version of something, they use Japanese actors. To me, I don't really care. It's just like, alright, whatever. As long as the product's good, I'm not going to make a fuss about it. That's not my prerogative. Sorry, that sounds fucked up. I just don't care. I don't care. But I will say there is a part of this movie that makes that a little bit awkward, and I will say if they were going to go that route, they might as well just use the Asian actor, but we'll talk about that, or Japanese actor, but we'll talk about that later. It turned out there was like an 11 a.m. showing that was like for $5. I'm not even joking, $5 fucking dollars. I was like, okay, I could spend $5 on this. I could make a video on this, so it'll be something somewhat entertaining. I mean, whatever. Might as well go with it. That's what I thought at the time, and I wasn't wrong. But I don't know, man. Like this movie just felt. It was barely Ghost in the Shell. Like, what made Ghost in the Shell? Ghost in the Shell. This was not in this movie. Hold on, man. I've been talking for like 15 fucking minutes. I gotta take a drink. Okay, yeah. The thing that makes Ghost in the Shell in this movie is just like, does not feel like it's prevalent in this movie at all. In fact, there's like no puppet master in this movie. It's an entirely different plot. Basically, Major was in an accident and, she's in the first Ghost in the Shell, the first brain in a cyborg's body or whatever, and that was a success. And, that's like her, she's angsty about it, because she misses her body. She doesn't have her memories, and she's like, my revenge, my memories. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude. Throughout the entire film, Major is completely compromised by emotion. Every time she can show emotion, she will show it. No doubt about it. The director will not miss a chance to rub it in your face about how angsty she is throughout the entire fucking film. So it's like, yeah. Ghost in the Shell doesn't suck because Major's portrayed by a white person. Ghost in the Shell sucks because they gutted the original like a fish and used its dead husk to produce this movie. It's like, holy fucking shit. There's no depth in this movie. There's nothing deep about it. Like, there's nothing like, the puppet master wanting to fucking merge with Major or whatever the fuck that was. I remember that vaguely. I was going to rewatch it this weekend, but I forgot. And we'll see if I rewatch it today, but whatever. This movie has none of that. Bato doesn't even have his eyes initially. What they do is he's like got normal eyes. He's a nice guy, He feeds dogs in his spare time. I'm like, I don't remember that ever being the case. Maybe I missed it. I mean, I didn't watch the show, but I also heard from people who watched the show that's not in the show. But who knows? Maybe they forgot. I don't know. But he's got his eyes and shit. But there's like this fucking slow-mo explosion that him and Major get caught up in, and he's like, oh! And I'm just like, okay, yeah, we all know where that's going. Oh, yeah, he's got the eyes now. It's like, well, yeah, we couldn't have just started out the movie that way. Had to make our own version of it, didn't we? Well, who am I to complain? And who are you to complain? I mean, if Japan doesn't care that Major was played by a white person, I mean, why should we? I mean, if they don't give a fuck, they love that movie apparently. And I guess, in a way it makes sense because they saw the spider tank with greater CG animation than they could ever conjure up because for some reason Japan's CG is forever inferior. I don't know why, but America just owns in that field. They're not being beat by Japan at all. So, yeah. For that reason alone, it's probably just major success in Japan. I know they love it. That's what I've heard. And I'm like, well, they probably all jizzed themselves at that spider tank scene, which wasn't bad. The spider tank scene wasn't bad, but the original was just so much better. It just had that whole tense feeling. The ambient track they played during the whole scene, it was just like, holy fuck, this is intense ass shit. And it just felt so raw when Major actually tore that thing apart, and her body was breaking apart and everything. I mean, this movie did that. But it didn't have the impact of it, so it just kind of like, and whatever, man. I guess that's something. But it just didn't feel that, important when I was watching it. And, also, that new guy, that fucking guy they were chasing for the first half of the movie, that turned out to be one of the failed versions of Major, before. Oh, yes, he had like that whole weird speech impediment thing going on, and he was a complete waste of time, and he was actually a good guy, and, he had, Major was trying to save him from the tank crushing him. It's just like, oh my god, it didn't even matter. He got shot anyway at the end of the movie. But, he's like, I'm forever in your ghost. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck is this movie? Like, I wasn't even trying to hate this movie because, the day before, I watched fucking Dragon Ball Evolution for the first time, and that movie is infinitely worse. So I was prepared for the worst. I was like, maybe it won't be so bad. I'll get a decent film. But I got like a 2-hour snore fest about an Asian woman stuck in a white girl's body. That's right. It turns out she finds her mother, who's Japanese, and she's like, oh yes, my daughter disappeared a long time ago, and she never came back, but I knew there was more to the story. I just didn't know what happened. Oh, my cat seems to like you. Oh, come in. Oh, I recognize it's you automatically. And it's just like, well, I guess she kind of did. I don't know. It's not really confirmed, but eventually she did. And it's just like, whatever, man. And it turns out a bunch of runaways were the basis of this project. Basically, a bunch of runaway teenagers, literally 99 of them. They had 99 runaway teenagers for fuck knows why, and they were all able to find them without getting caught. And by the way, the main villain is the most generic white fucking villain you could ever do. It's just like, holy fucking shit. After I just watched Iron Fist, with fucking Harold Meacham, my standards for white evil businessmen are just tad too high for this guy. I was like, this guy sucks. He's so generic. He was like obviously evil from the start, and he's like, we can't let her get away. We have to exterminate her. Start from scratch. She was our first success out of fucking literally 98 attempts, but let's get rid of her anyway. And we'll be able to do it again, even though I killed the fucking scientist who was on the project, probably the head scientist. But, fuck it. She's the only scientist who had a character, so we can pretty much assume that was the case, and she was always interacting with Major, so, yeah. It's just so funny. And, it turned out she did have the Major's name from the actual original story, what was it, Makoto Kusada? I forget Major's name, because I'm not really familiar with fucking Ghost in the Shell, I'm not really a fan or anything, even though I was thinking about giving it an actual watch to, wash the taste out of my mouth, but, yeah, I'm not really a big fan, but yeah, they had her name on the tombstone, her apparent tombstone, because she died all those years ago, but she never did, and, yeah, okay. So there's pretty much no trace of the original. Even though they try to copy some scenes shot for shot, I will give them that part where that they're fighting that dude in the open space, with that huge all that body of water that's up to their ankles. Yeah, that part was there, and it was nice to see it. But it's just like, come on, it's just not the same. And when she's beating him up, it doesn't feel as cool. It's something. It's not bad. It's definitely it's nice to see it, I guess. But the whole scene's ruined because Major has an emotional outburst and starts wailing on the dude's face, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is that in there? What's she doing? That's not Major. From what my friends tell me, Bako's usually the one who goes off, and it's just like, well, he was the one trying to calm her down. Initially, he was the one going off, but that didn't last too long. He calmed down. I don't know what the fuck he happened. He smoked a bowl or something, and he chilled the fuck out. So I don't know what's going on with this movie, but yeah. If you have better things to do, or you just don't want to spend your money, just don't go see this movie. And if you're a hardcore Ghost in the Shell fan, and seeing all this shit being changed pisses you off, definitely don't see this movie. There's really nothing there for you. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's just like a movie with wearing the skin of Ghost in the Shell, and it's very confusing. It's not the worst adaptation. Dragon Ball Evolution will forever hold that title. But it's not the absolute worst thing, but it's not good. It's just it's bad still. It's just especially, it's just when you compare it to the original, it's just wow, what the fuck. But hey, who am I to complain? Japan loves it, and we're the ones who hate it, so let that sink in. I don't know, but yeah, that's my review on the movie. Give it a pass if you can. If you must see it, just because you're curious, go ahead, because that's what I did. But otherwise, if you got better things to do, fuck it. Don't waste your time. It's really not necessary to go see this movie.